Good morning from Chicago, the risk management capital of the world. I'm Alan Nuckman here at the CME Group with Morning Market Stir for Tuesday, January 26th. Monday was Give Back Day. Gave back the gains from last week, down on the session about 1.5% across the board in the stock indexes. Even the S&P had a low of 1856 and a high of 1904, giving back those gains. The close was 1870, down 29 points after the key reversal weekly last week. Dow futures down 193, 158.11, and the Nasdaq also down 1.5% at 41.87, down 61. Let's remember last week's lows, last Wednesday's lows, below 4,000 in that Tech 100 index. The dollar trading in a steady range. 99.64 was a high, knocking on 100. 99.41 was a close, down 25. The euro currency bounced 46 at 108.49. The session low is 108.02. So up above on the dollar, it's 100, and down below on the euro currency is 108. Look to see which one of these levels gets breached first. With the afternoon sell-off in stocks, we saw bonds bounce up 19 ticks at 159.20 as we saw a little flight to quality. The stock market sold off in the last 2 hours of trade, kicking in some volatility there and seeing some money flows. Crude oil down $1.85, 30.35, still above $30 a barrel. The session high was 32.75. The session low was 29.70, so it did venture below that 30 benchmark that we want to keep an eye on a weekly basis. And gold up $9, above $1,100 an ounce, 11.05. Let's see what it can do on a weekly basis. So after an afternoon sell-off and some unwinding yesterday of the gains that we saw last week, where do these markets stand on Tuesday morning? Well, we're bouncing around. Down a good deal in the overnight session, now bounced back to positive. The E-mini S&P up 8. We've got a third, or let's say a quarter, of the S&P stocks reporting earnings here this week. So a lot of fundamental information. Dow futures right now are up 50, 15,861, and the Nasdaq's up 15 at 42.02. The dollar's firming as well, 99.47 up 6. Again, yesterday's high is 99.64 with 100 above. Euro currency 108.37 down 12, still stuck within the range. The crude oil market right now is up 35 cents at 30.75. Like I said, we're getting some action overnight. The low of the session is 29.25, and it's bounced back and it's now positive after giving up some of the gains yesterday. Lastly is gold, another $8 higher at 11.13, pressing the upside. 11.20 or 11.18 or so has been the recent highs in the last couple of weeks. We'll look to see how it reacts when we get to that resistance level. So to wrap up this current action with 2 hours to go before the cash stock market open, firmness in the stock indexes after losses overnight, now positive 8 in the S&P, up 50 in the Dow, and up 15 in the Nasdaq 100. I will see you early Wednesday morning for your Morning Market Stir to set up your trading day. Alan Nuckman here at the CME Group, where it all comes back to commodities.